Hey guys, it's Billy and welcome back to Spill Sesh. Today we've got to talk about Jeffree Star because obviously, you guys, when isn't there something going on with Jeffree? There is a TikTok that is going around all over because someone is calling Jeffree out for being so rude to not only people that he knows, but also servers at restaurants and just blocking people on the internet, which obviously, when isn't Jeffree blocking people? I swear he probably has like the longest block list compared to anyone. Because even if you're a fan and you're trying to give a little criticism, but you still say like, I love you at the end, he'll block you because he doesn't want to hear it. But you guys, things have gotten a lot worse. And as much as Jeffree wants to say that he's changing and he's a better person or he's working on himself or whatever excuse he decides to make, the old Jeffree still comes out every single time. He just like hides it on camera, and then when he gets off camera, it is crazy. I mean, these messages are intense. I'm gonna have to censor so much of it. So if you guys have not been paying attention to any of Jeffree's stories recently, he said that he was going to be going to Montana, Wyoming. He was going away on a trip and he was going to be looking at properties, another investment opportunity, and people were not happy about it. Let me tell you.
This weekend I'm off to a little adventure. I'm gonna go buy some real estate property. It is so beautiful here in Montana. You guys, I'm out here doing some real estate hunting. Definitely ready to become a resident somewhere else as well. You know, I love California forever, but Montana and Wyoming, I'll be seeing a lot of you very soon. Like, I'm really trying to live on a ranch for a few months out of the year, me and the dogs. I'm also opening up a few businesses out here, which you guys will find out later. But there's just so many exciting things happening. And I also needed a little mental breather. If you see me out and about, say hi. One of my cars here, all the way from California, and I just got my new Montana license plate.
So as soon as they heard about Jeffree coming and looking at properties, especially in Montana, which is what this whole drama is really about, people were really concerned that he was going to come and try and make Montana like the new LA or change things. Now, Jeffree did specifically say in another Instagram story that Jeffree Star Cosmetics won't be moving to Montana, but he does have a lot of other business ventures and investments that he is working on. And I think that is what honestly scared people. It wasn't that, you know, Jeffree Star Cosmetics was going to come in and take over Montana. It's what if he is trying to take over in other ways. And some people were expressing their concerns to Jeffree, and he was not meeting his new neighbors with any sort of kindness. Someone messaged Jeffree and said, I understand that you like Montana, but here we really value the nature and we try to keep it as local as possible. Please consider not taking your industry here. The local vibe is what makes it so special here. We don't need another LA. And whether or not you think this message is rude or, you know, whatever, I think I can understand it. It's someone coming from a good place saying, you know, I really love it here and we really value just how things are. We don't want it to change because honestly, a lot of different states right now are being bought up by investors and they are just like building on top of nature and trying to make places like hip and cool. And they are clearly scared of that happening in Montana in this message this person is. And you guys, Jeffree responded and was like, you sound like a C word, not a person with values. You should start looking for another state to live in because I already bought a house and a massive ranch. Now kindly go F yourself. Okay. I mean, this is truly, honestly, a lot of people could say, hey, like, we don't know if these DMs are real. There's multiple people saying that this is real. I got sent this way before the TikTok actually came out, so I'm more inclined to believe that it's real. And also because Jeffree does talk like this. Jeffree talks like this to a lot of people. If you see him on Twitter, he claps back and he says stuff like this all the time. Even if people are like, hey, Jeffree, I didn't really like it when you said this, but I still love you. I just want to know why, like, you haven't addressed it or whatever, and block. And it's always like right before he blocks them, he has to say a little something that's like so snarky and rude. When people are asking if him and Trisha were all good, he was completely blocking so many people, snapping back, clapping back. I mean, this is his whole attitude all the time. And If you guys have never seen it before, it's definitely a very, very, very similar to the way that he's responding to these messages. So I believe this is like in the same conversation they said, oh, okay, very tolerant, have a nice day. I don't want you to think I was trying to be rude in any way. I'm all for people coming here and I'm happy you found a place. It's beautiful, but I just don't want any small businesses to go out of business because of a big brand like yours. And he said, there are 0 makeup companies besides Ulta, which is a huge corporation. I'm not. You don't even know what the F we're even talking about. Go back to your boring life. Thank you. And they said, LOL, okay. Yikes, you guys. Yikes. Oh my god. This whole thing, this is just embarrassing and honestly so childish of him to be coming out here and talking to someone like this in the DMs. Like, what do you think is going to happen? Word is going to get out that you were rude to someone and you're rude to your potential new neighbors. Like, what? Why would you want to start off on the wrong foot with the entire state? Come on. For someone that is constantly saying, I'm changing, like, I'm a better person, the old Jeffree is in the past, like, I don't, say things without thinking about them. Like he's trying not to act with impulse. This is acting with impulse. And this is like so angry, so aggressive, so rude. I don't understand how he gets away with talking to people like this. It's not okay at all. If you don't like someone's message, I don't understand why you don't just not respond. This person that was messaging Jeffree did end up getting blocked. And I mean, I'm not even surprised. I don't know what Jeffree's deal is, that, if he didn't like the messages, if he found them rude, or he was just obviously taking it way too personal. I don't think the message was even like rude at all. I think they were just expressing a little bit of concern and venting to Jeffree a little bit and wanted a little reassurance that he wasn't going to come in and change everything and start building these little neighborhoods or fancy restaurants and changing Montana. Obviously, there's like a lot of concern because if you guys remember the Kardashians, they have property in Wyoming, and I believe it was like Kanye's idea. He really wanted to be in Wyoming, and they have this big ranch, and it was like this big deal because I think they bought the whole ranch. And I honestly don't think that too many people from Wyoming were happy about that. And honestly, I think Jeffree is also trying to be like the Kardashians because he went to Wyoming and he was talking about going to Wyoming, and I was just like, okay, like Jeffree's today is trying to be like the Kardashians, I swear, or like trying to get the Kardashians to be mad. And this is just another reason why I was like, okay, Jeffree, why are you really going to Wyoming?
Tomorrow, I'm going to be heading off to the state of Wyoming, which is actually one of my favorite states. It's so calm and peaceful there. And I will be looking at some really cool ranches with a lot of acres and silence.
It's definitely got to be because the Kardashians have a whole ranch and he probably wants a whole ranch too. And the Montana ranch just isn't going to cut it because the Kardashians aren't in Montana, they're in Wyoming. It's definitely just embarrassing to see him try this hard to defend himself. It's ridiculous. He shouldn't even be doing this kind of stuff. You would think that he would be more careful with what he says and how he responds to people because of the level of fame that he has, but clearly he has no disregard for other people's feelings. And even if they are fans of his or they are expressing concern to him, he is just like ready to snap at you. But you guys, this TikTok did come out. This person in the TikTok said that they were friends with the person that was actually messaging with Jeffree and proceeded to include the fact that Jeffree, during his previous visit to Montana, was rude to servers at restaurants and wasn't going to take any pictures or photos with fans whenever he saw them in Montana, despite the fact that he said that, he would love to meet fans.
And I just love Montana, so if you see me out and about, say hi.
He told all his fans, if you see him, come say hi. How do you want to treat someone who lives here like that? This wasn't the first time. The last time he came here, he refused to take pictures with his fans, and he didn't know to meet anybody. And now he's blocking all the people who know about the DMs and are posting about it.
So Jeffree's blocking everyone that knows about the DMs? Sounds about right. Sounds about Jeffree. I don't know, you guys, this thing is crazy, and I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. It's Jeffree. And I don't think Jeffree comes off at all like he tries to lie his personality to seem. I think that he comes off exactly how he seems in these text messages. Like, oh God, it's so embarrassing to me. But anyways, I want to know how you guys think about this whole situation. The fact that Jeffree would talk to someone like this. This is just, I'm not even surprised at this point. Are you guys surprised? Let me know. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.